Alrighty guys, so we survived the first weekend of Halloween Horror Nights. It is Sunday, Halloween Horror Nights is not running today, so we decided we're just going to do a chill day here at Islands of Adventure. As you can see behind me, the Velocicoaster and the pond, the lagoon. We do have reservations for Mythos, and I also want to check out the mini tribute store for Halloween Horror Nights that's here in Islands of Adventure. We haven't had an opportunity to take a good look at it, but we're also going to ride some rides, so it's just going to be a nice chill day. Halloween Horror Nights was a bit exhausting, so it's nice to take it slow. You know, it's 6 o'clock. We have a 7:45 reservation for Mythos, so we'll do a little food review of Mythos. Let's get the day started. There goes the Hulk coaster as we make our way into Marvel Island. I think the first ride that Monique wants to ride is Kong, so we're probably just going to make a beeline towards Kong. Maybe, just maybe, stop at Spider-Man. We'll see. Alright, so Monique has agreed. We can do Spider-Man. Luckily enough, we're staying on site, so our room key is express because of the hotel that we're staying at, which is the Lowe's Portofino. Let's check out and see how long the wait is. It looks like it's a 30-minute wait for general public, so express should be nice and quick. And we're in line at the Daily Bugle. Got a couple of the different Daily Bugle newspapers headlines that have gone up. Terror from coast to coast. Magnetic mutant seizes missile base. Is that Magneto? Interesting. I've never actually paid attention to these. Scream and scream. As we make it through further in the line, you got the dark room where they develop the photos, and some of the photos of the mutants up there and the villains that Spider-Man fights. I've never noticed that. That is probably Spider-Man. The glow-in-the-dark handprints and footprints on the walls and roof or ceiling.
Hello? This is Jonah Jameson. Roger, over. Is this thing on? Listen, Scope. Crime reports are coming in from all over the city, and I'm starting to get worried. Did you see that? The spider signal! With Spider-Man nearby, trouble can't be far away. And you know what trouble means. Headlines! National coverage! So don't screw this up! I mean, good luck.
Alright, so taking it slow is going pretty well. Just got off of Spider-Man. We're making our way over to Kong. We might just get Velocicoaster. I'm not sure if Monique is up for it just yet. She's not a big fan of the reviews of what Velocicoaster does. But we're gonna make our way over to Kong, check out Kong. I think by the time we make a circle towards the Lost Continent, it'll be perfect timing for our reservations at Mythos. I gotta say, I feel like this area of the park and the Popeye area are definitely underrated areas here at Islands of Adventure. I feel like if you stop and kind of absorb it, it's a real cool area for photo ops and just some of the rides as well. But typically, most people don't stop here too often unless they're coming to the store to get their annual pass button or magnet. But aside from that, I feel like it's just a pass-through. And here we are, we're at Kong. It looks like the general public line is a 25-minute wait, but once again we have that express. So we're gonna go express. And before, I was kind of sad when I would take express. I would feel like I was missing out because they used to have the scare actors and whatnot. But ever since they did away with the scare actors, I'm perfectly fine with express. The pre-show, I've seen enough of the voodoo lady that now express is perfectly fine. If they ever do bring back the scare actors, Halloween Horror Nights time would be perfect. I would definitely go through the regular line just to get that bit more of immersion here at Kong. Alright, we just got off of Kong, and of course with our luck, the ride went down, so we're kind of rushing to get over to Mythos because it is 7:33 now, and 7:45 is our reservation, which is enough time, but I was hoping that we'd get the store in before having dinner, but I guess we're gonna have to flip-flopping. First Mythos, then the store. And we make our way through Jurassic Park area, right next to Velocicoaster. If things go well today, we might get a ride in it. Not too sure. And maybe even a raptor encounter. But dinner first. And here we are in front of Mythos. We're heading on in. Now, one of the things that's notable about Mythos is this banner right here, awarded World's Best Theme Park Restaurant. So I don't know how many times that's actually occurred. I believe it's multiple times. So we've checked in, and we're just waiting for our name to be called to get a table. But this is the theming of the inside of the restaurant, which is kind of like Greek mythology, Poseidon style. Being seated. And this is the inside of the restaurant. It's beautiful in here. And it looks like the menu is right here by QR code. We got Monique right ahead of us. And then just give you a quick overview of the restaurant. Look at this. It's like you're in like a underwater cave. And you got a real cool view of the lagoon in the back. And we have what?
Princess cushions.
Yeah.
And we have our
A little fountain. Alright, so like I said, the menu is a QR code which takes you to the Universal website and pulls up all the starters. I think we may do calamari. We typically do calamari, but we'll let Monique decide. And then as far as like main entrees, let's see what we got. We got the spinach and ricotta ravioli, brick oven roasted chicken, beef loin medallions. That sounds good. Got the Slovaki couscous bowl. I think one time here, which was the only time I here, I had the gnocchi, and it was good. So I may try that again. But yeah, they have a good amount of options. We'll let you know what we end up getting, and then give you our review of what the food at Mythos is like. All right, first things first, we ordered the calamari. I love to squeeze the lime over it. You got your sauce with it as well. Babe, you want to give it your first try? Here, I'll squeeze the lemon over it. Fancy. I'll put a little in there too. Go ahead, give it your first bite. Thumbs up. Yummers. All right, now I'm gonna try it as well. All right, so I'm gonna give it a little try. It is sitting on like some type of like white mayo, and it also has the marinara. Very good.
Does it get a double thumbs up?
A double thumbs up, but I gotta try the tentacles, which is my favorite. My favorite is the tentacles on the calamari. Nice and crunchy. Good flavor to it, like the breading too. All right, so we did get some drinks. I got myself an old fashioned, which I believe theirs is a little bit sweeter than the traditional. They have their own little like house-made mix that they put in it, and then Monique got a Spanish coffee with like a house-made foam. You want to try it, babe? A spiced foam, she said.
It's really good. It's like it reminds me of pumpkin spice.
Like a pumpkin spice. That's perfect. Perfect for this time of the year.
Yeah.
I won't give you a review on this because this is a pretty basic drink. Just bourbon, basically, and delicious.
Taste it.
So we're just taking a quick look at the small details in our booth here. Looks like we got some Pegasus. I don't know what that is.
Not a Pegasus.
Looks like he's throwing fire, something.
Dragon meat on there.
Oh, or a snake.
Oh yeah, snake.
Oh, and it's like a face right here.
It's like a
So-
monster riding a snake.
Yeah, it's interesting. But then you got all the like cool lighting. Also, the kitchen's right behind Monique over here. It's very nice. And we destroyed the calamari, by the way. It was delicious. All right, so our entrees have arrived and they look delicious. Monique got the couscous with tofu. Look at that. Ooh, yummy. And then I got the gnocchi, which has like a crispy like cheese cracker right there. But the whole setup looks really cool, and all the colors. Let's take a couple bites and see what it's like. All right, so Monique's gonna take her first bite.
I don't even know what I want to take a bite of.
Is that the tofu?
Yeah, this is the tofu.
Okay.
Couscous. We'll get a bite of everything.
I don't eat tofu too often, so I don't even know what it looks like.
It's good.
Good? Best tofu ever?
The best everything. The flavor is really, really good.
Yum. All right, let me take a quick taste of mine. All right, so in all honesty, I feel bad messing up the plate. I'm gonna first take a little cheese, put it on the side, and let's try the gnocchi. Taking like a beef sauce. That's good. I mean, I gotta say, if you haven't been here, just for the view and how nice it is inside, it's worth it. But the food is actually really good. It's top notch, and mostly for like theme park food. Best theme park food I've ever had. On our way out, I noticed this little medallion on the floor, and I just wanted to give you a quick little pan of the restaurant before we headed out and give you our last final review. All right, so we just finished eating at Mythos, and I've actually had the opportunity to eat there before. It looks like the menu has changed a little bit, but it's something that I've always recommended people try out. The sign on the outside says the awarded the #1 theme park restaurant in the world or in the US, and I think it definitely lives up to it. Compared to theme park food, it is top notch. It's good restaurant food, nothing like what you would typically get, like burgers and fries.
No, nothing.
In a theme park. I ended up having the gnocchi, and Monique ended up having the tofu. How was the tofu?
It was really good. I'm a tofu fan, but the portion size is awesome.
Yeah, it was a pretty good portion size. Now, as far as price, it is a little bit more expensive than your traditional food, but not that much more expensive. I think the gnocchi was $18, while the couscous with tofu was how much?
I think it was like 20.
20, and then
with the tofu.
And then the calamari ended up being probably, I think, like $18 as well. So it can be a little bit pricier, but if you want to have a little bit of a nicer meal while you're at the theme parks, today we actually made reservations while we were at our hotel for Mythos. So that's another thing. Right now they are doing everything by reservation, and I think they were like two days like reserved in advance.
Yeah.
So we were lucky enough to get a reservation for today at 7:45. All in all, I definitely recommend Mythos. But before we head out of the park, let's see if the little tribute store here is still open. We don't have very much time, but let's go check it out. And as we make our way through, I don't know, I haven't been here in a really long time in the nighttime, but this lighting seems very Halloween-y, but it does seem like it's fixed light fixtures, so maybe it's been here for a while. But the store is All Hallows Eve Boutique. It's a new store. They haven't done this before, but it's basically like a mini Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. And as you walk in, you got this big pumpkin, like a pumpkin lord. Look at that guy. Yeah, you got some Beetlejuice merch. You got the artisan merch as well, which is the signature artist collection. Last year, we ended up getting the Jack signature artist collection. I like this one a lot. It's very vibrant. I love the colors. Not a huge fan of it on a shirt. Seems too big, but for a wall, I like it a lot. Now, I don't believe any of this merch is actually exclusive to the store.
Oh, that's cool.
But still, very cool. A lot of what you would find at the Universal Studios tribute store. All right, so this shirt I don't believe I saw at the tribute store. Creeping It Real. I like that. Anything on the back? Nope. How much are we looking at? We're looking at $30. This is also an artist. I think this is Shelby is the artist. $25 for these drawings. Those are very cool. I like those a lot. Look at Jack. And then over here we got my buddy, the caretaker. Unfortunately, I did not get to see him win in the Icon's house. And then here's the second room which has that like pumpkin feel, which I love. I wish the Gorewood Forest would have had some pumpkins up in the trees. It's part of the event that I missed. That area always used to have like all the pumpkins. They have all different like treats and merch here. The coffee that you could find at the tribute store. But one cool thing that they have is right there, right next to the register, is actually the facade for the tribute store that you find at Universal Studios. Here's a better look at it. There was a little bit of glare, but yeah, that's the facade from the tribute store. Oh, I don't believe I saw these shirts over at the tribute store. So there is some different stuff here. Oh, this right here is kind of awesome. Sweet 16, Shady Brook Comics. How much is that? $25. And you got all the icons on it. It's like witches everywhere in here. Also some writings on the wall. Sing a song of Halloween. Pumpkins everywhere. Cats and bats and witches are flying through the air. I wonder if that has any significance. And here's another one of those shirts. Let's see who it's made by. It is Old World, looks like the company, and they are $30. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like they have some cool like artist merch, as well as these little like they're like ceramic figurines. It says Pacific Giftware. Now this is the Grim Reaper for $26. I'm assuming they're all $26, but they do look very cool. Frankenstitch. So it's like a Stitch Frankenstein. And what's that? Him and his bride? How much is it? 40. So if you want them both. But that's actually pretty cool because you got the Bride of Frankenstein Lives as one of the houses this year. The Halloween Horror Nights. Oh, and look at this guy. It is Monster Gill. These are super cool. And here's a look from behind of the pumpkin guy at the entrance. Bunch of pumpkins on the roof. The decor in here is awesome, although the store is pretty tiny. Alrighty guys, that does it from us here over at Islands of Adventure. We got to ride a couple rides, give you guys a quick review of Mythos, as well as All Hallows Eve, the new store over at Islands of Adventure. Kind of like a little mini tribute store for Halloween Horror Nights. We're chilling here by the fountain. We actually closed the park down. Did you have a good time, babe?
I had a wonderful time.
Was Mythos delicious?
So good.
It was. It's very good. We highly recommend that you try it out. It is a little bit expensive, so take that into consideration.
Yeah.
That's going to be all from here today. It's kind of nice to have a slower day after Halloween Horror Nights 2 days in a row and closing down the park till 2 a.m. So technically, although it's 9 p.m.
Feels very early.
Yeah, it feels very early, but we're closing down the park 3 days straight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you again for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. But don't forget to ask yourself, have you been entertained?